creatives, and welcome to another video. So today I'm here to share a junk journal with me, and this time I'm using my own designed digital kit that I released for February on my Patreon page. So if you are interested in this kit, my Patreon link is down below, and you can become a printable creative and get a digital kit every month. I like to use these kits in my junk journal to document what I have created for that particular month, but also to do a little bit of journaling, of course, of my own. I love to add my personal journaling with things like these, and it's mostly a time for me to reflect on where I'm standing at the moment at that time that I'm creating this page. So here you see one of the background pages that I have created. This time I made a mixed media kit with a theme that was to love yourself. And that is also what I'm going to write a little bit more about. As most of you know, I have been struggling with a burnout and I really needed some positive affirmations. And, in February is Valentine's Day, and I thought, well, why not love ourselves instead of loving others? I think that's a very important thing to do, to love yourself. So I take out some of these collage pieces that I have created. You get these on these element sheets and you can tear them out. And now I'm just figuring out what I want to do. So I'm taking some of these journaling cards, and I thought I wanted to use the one that says "Be kind to yourself." This is from an original postcard that I scanned in and put into the kit. And I just cut out this cute little girl because I love her colors, and she was a perfect focal point for my page. I also love the way that she looks into the other page. And on that small notebook page paper, I am going to journal. I am using one of the labels over there to stamp in my date. I use a roller date stamp for that. I'm going to do that later on. And now I wanted to add some collage on the right side to give a little bit more depth and, just have a little bit of fun. So I also included these hearts with a doodly border. So I'm going to use one of those. And now I'm finding some word strips. So I always include words or quotes in there that have to do with the theme of the kit. So I don't want to make them super themey, but I do have somewhat of a message always with my kits. I'm using vintage photo right now, Distress Oxide, and I'm going to outline ink up all of the edges to help let them stand out a little bit more from the background. And now I am just going to glue down the pieces. Usually I work like this. I work in phases when I do collages. So I take my focal point and the things that I want to use around it. And as you can see, I make use of bigger pieces and smaller pieces to complement the bigger pieces. I'm also going to ink up the heart right now that I wanted to add on the bottom. And I'm going to add the girl, but she felt still like she was a little bit floating, so I will fix that later on with something. At first I thought maybe I want to add a label, but I didn't really like the shape, so I'm finding one of these strips and I'm just tearing off an extra piece. That's the beauty of having collage strips. It doesn't really matter how you put them on the page because you don't have to use them as whole. Same with embellishments. You can always alter them and change them and make them work for you. I believe that your supplies should be working for you and not the other way around, so don't be afraid to cut them up or tear them up if you need them to be a certain way. After I was pretty much done with the right side, I'm still going to add a few things. I'm going to work on the left side, and I'm leaving some of that notebook paper alone to journal on. Now this page had an eyelet in it, and I'm making sure that I don't put any glue through the eyelet, but I did want to cover it up, so that is why this collage cluster is on top there. Also, I like to have clusters like this in the corners. And now I'm checking if I want to add something else, but it felt like a little bit overcrowded if I would add something else, and I really liked the blank space in between these two pages. Now I am going to ink up the edges of my pages as they are in my junk journal. Sometimes this is a little bit tricky, especially if you have smaller pages, to not put ink on the page before that. But it worked out, and I'm going to add some words like self-love is not selfish, and there's only one you. And then on the bottom, don't let others make you don't let others make you question your worth. That was it. Because that is something very important for me right now that I am working on, and part of my personal journey, and also what I wanted to write about how I'm doing and what I'm doing. I am very vulnerable at the moment for opinions of others. So if I have the feeling that others think that I am not doing good, I question myself, which is ridiculous because I should get that out of myself and not be, putting that on others. So I am writing that I finally have the feeling that I'm going on the right track. I'm talking with my counselor, which is very, very good. And that I feel like I have my focus back, and I feel like I am stabilizing again and growing again. And that is what I really wanted to document on this page. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out my Patreon if you are interested. Link is down below in the description box. And until next time, bye!